Hi guys, it's Friday, wrapping up another week on Waxing On, and today we're going to look at a group. It's not really jazz, it's kind of jazz tinged. Instrumental group playing what they called R&B and Memphis Soul. Of course, I'm talking about Booker T and the MGs. Early 60s, Booker T had a group and they were very, very popular. This CD I have is on Stax Records, and just to give you some idea of what they were playing, a lot of what they did was covers, but they also did some original material of their own. Probably one of their most famous songs is Green Onions, which was not only a big hit for Booker T and the MGs, Blues Brothers were playing it constantly when they were out touring. And actually, I'll tie in with Blues Brothers in a minute about the Booker T's band. It's also got a Blues Brothers connection. We also play it with my big band. It's just a great tune. It's not really difficult. It's a very simple melody, but it really caught on, and it was one of the big hits for them. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear on my Greatest Hits album, or the Best Of. But on this compilation, we got Booker T. Jones on organ, Alan Jackson on drums, and the backup rhythm section players of Steve Cropper on guitar and Donald Duck Dunn on bass. Now, Duck Dunn is very similar to me as Lee Sklar. I mean, he's one of those bass players that showed up in a lot of different places, really recognizable, and he did a lot of studio work and work with other bands. But him and Steve Cropper together formed part of the Blues Brothers band. Right from when they were first recorded Briefcase Full of Blues, they did the Blues Brothers movie together, they did Made in America, they recorded the Blues Brothers in Montreux, they've done Blues Brothers Live at the House of Blues. The Blues Brothers band was playing, it was Steve Cropper and Duck Dunn. So two guys that they took right from Booker T and the MGs right into that style of music. Just to give you some idea what they're playing on here. Again, a lot of covers. We got Hang 'em High, Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles, Mrs. Robinson by Paul Simon, Something by George Harrison. We've got a few originals here. We've got Soul Limbo, we've got Heads or Tails, Hip Hugger, Slum Baby, It's Your Thing, Melting Pot, and back to covers again. We got Light My Fire and Born Under a Bad Sign. All instrumentals. They originally at one point apparently had a singer lined up. The singer didn't show up when they were doing one of their gigs, and they just turned it into an instrumental band. I mean, a nice four-piece group. Very interesting what they were doing. Again, for such a small group, they had quite an impact. And certainly Steve Cropper is still out there performing. If you're actually looking on YouTube, there's a number of clips of Steve Cropper being interviewed talking about different songs from this era when he was playing with Booker T and the instrument he was playing at the time and about recording them. Very interesting stuff to give you a little background. If you've never heard them before, check them out. If you have, it's a nice thing to go back and take a look at. Again, this was instrumental music in the early 60s. No horns, but really depicting the Memphis soul and the Memphis sound. So, recommendation here was my Best Of Booker T and the MGs. And again, streaming networks, Amazon, Apple Music, anywhere, take a look and see. I'm sure a lot of these things are out there, and it's a great opportunity to go back because you don't have to be like I was when I was younger, trying to find them in the record store and hope they had it in stock or had to order it. Man, the whole world of music's in your hands right now. Pop it up and check out some things you haven't heard before, because you never know what you might just find. That's part of the point of this show, is to kind of introduce people to things that they're not listening to, or maybe have forgotten about, or maybe just didn't even know existed, so you can kind of broaden your musical awareness. So anyways, have a great weekend. You've had some great stuff this week to think about. We've got Dean Martin early on, Elvis Presley, and now Booker T and the MGs. Some great music from back in the 50s and 60s. Anyways, everybody have a great weekend. Stay home, stay safe, and we'll see you on Monday.